In this video, we're going to talk about the TreeView widget. Now, the TreeView widget displays a hierarchy of nodes, and I'll show you what that means. I'm going to run the example for the create TreeView command here. And first, I just want to show you how the code is set up. First, we call create TreeView here, and we're going to specify this TreeView drag and drop style. And then the TreeView has a member called root, and that's the root node that we're going to add other nodes to. So we just call this add node method, and we're going to make node 1, and then on node 1 we're going to add these 3 subnodes. Then we're going to repeat the process to make 2 more nodes, 2 and 3. So let's run it, and I'll show you what it does. There's node 1, subnode 2, subnode 3, and so on. And because we specified the drag and drop style, we can do something really cool here. We can just parent one node onto another node. Now, if we specify another style on top of this, this is going to allow us to do something slightly different. With this specified, now we can actually drag the node in between 2 other nodes. In addition to the normal parenting behavior. Now, the TreeView emits several types of events. It emits the widget select event, and it emits it when a node is selected, and it also emits it when a node is deselected. If event data is equal to 1, that means the node is being selected. And if it's equal to 0, then it means that the node is being deselected. So you get information for both actions. Now, with this type of event, the event source is going to be the TreeView. So we could actually say something here like if event source equals TreeView. We don't really care here because we have a very small number of widgets, but in a normal program we would want to make sure that we're dealing with the thing that we think that we're looking for. And the node that we're actually selecting is going to be stored here as the event extra member. So extra is just a generic object, and we need to cast that to a widget object in order to print out the text or do anything else with it. The TreeView will also emit the widget action event, and this happens when we either double click on a node or when we have a node selected and we hit enter, the enter key on the keyboard. And now what we have here set up, this is set up so that if the widget action event occurs, we get the node that it occurred on from the extra by casting the extra parameter to a widget object. That's our node. And then we say, well, if the node has any children, then if it's collapsed, we want to expand the node. Otherwise, we want to collapse the node. And that is how we program this behavior. I'll double click on this. That's not automatic. The program doesn't assume that you want to do that. But if you do want this type of behavior, it's very easy to add. And then finally we have this widget drop event that occurs when the user drags and drops a node onto another node. And the child is going to be the event source. That's the node that we grabbed hold of and we're actually dragging around. And then the parent is going to be stored in this extra parameter. We're just going to cast both of these to a widget, and then we're going to call set parent and make the child a parent, make the child of the parent node. And we're going to supply this event data value. And this is very important because this will tell us the position in the parent's list of children to insert the child. This is useful if we have the drag insert style enabled. Now I want to show you something here. The software will prevent us from making a mistake with this. I cannot drag a parent onto its own children because that would just make no sense. It would create an infinite loop or something. So the software will prevent us from making a mistake. If I release it on its own, on itself too, it won't emit an event for that because parenting it to itself doesn't make sense. So once we get to the point where this event actually does occur, you don't have to second guess it. At that point, it's okay to proceed exactly with this code here, and everything will be okay.